In a world obsessed with mainstream hits and viral success, some games slipped through the cracks, bold, brilliant, and overlooked. These hidden gems defied convention with raw emotion, inventive mechanics, and unforgettable style. From sand-swept wastelands to collapsing timelines, neon-drenched alleyways to forgotten war zones, this is a journey into the shadows of gaming, where storytelling reigns, chaos breathes, and the underrated rise. This is your guide to the games that deserved more.
Always the same, yet always changing.
Bulletstorm.
For years we were used, manipulated.
Bulletstorm is a fast-paced FPS that rewards creative kills through its skill shot system, letting players use environmental hazards, weapons, and an energy leash to pull enemies into traps. Its relentless momentum, over-the-top action, and dark humor make it unique, though it was overshadowed by bigger shooters. Despite this, it gained a cult following, and the full Clip Edition remaster revived interest. If you want a shooter that breaks the mold, this one delivers adrenaline.
Think for a second, boy. You kill me, no jump ship home.
Singularity.
The only way to stop them is to take control of time itself.
Singularity is a gripping FPS with survival horror elements, set on the Soviet island of Katorga 12. Players control Captain Renko, uncovering a time anomaly that fractured reality. Using the Time Manipulation Device, TMD, players can age objects, manipulate enemies, and alter history to solve puzzles and fight through battles. The game blends sci-fi storytelling, horror, and fast-paced combat, offering time-bending mechanics and immersive world-building. Despite its unique gameplay and compelling narrative, Singularity was overshadowed by bigger FPS titles, making it an underrated gem worth revisiting.
There is potential, there is hope, and in the right hands, there is still time.
Ryse, Son of Rome Ryse, Son of Rome is a cinematic action game that follows Marius Titus, a Roman soldier driven by vengeance after the brutal murder of his family. Set during the crumbling days of the Roman Empire, it features visceral melee combat, emotionally charged storytelling, and striking visuals that bring ancient battlefields to life. Its flow-based combat system allows players to unleash stylish combos with sword and shield as they face hordes of enemies in bloody, cinematic encounters. Though initially overlooked for its linear structure, Ryse has since earned respect for its visual fidelity.
But if Rome falls, then our world will descend into darkness. I will never let that happen.
The Evil Within. The Evil Within is a survival horror game that follows Detective Sebastian Castellanos, who is pulled into a nightmarish world filled with grotesque creatures and psychological terror. The game blends tense atmosphere, resource management, and brutal combat, forcing players to navigate deadly traps, stealth encounters, and limited ammunition. Its cinematic aspect ratio enhances the horror experience, making every moment feel claustrophobic and unsettling. With twisted enemy designs, shifting environments, and a gripping mystery surrounding the antagonist Ruvik, The Evil Within delivers a relentless psychological horror experience. Though praised for its eerie world-building and intense gameplay, it was initially criticized for technical issues, yet remains a cult favorite among horror fans.
Too bad they dragged you into this. But either way, you're mine, to do with as I please.
Prey.
Good morning, Mort.
Prey is an atmospheric sci-fi thriller set aboard the mysterious space station Talos Tharfi, where players control Morgan Yu, trapped in a reality-bending experiment gone wrong. The station is infested by the Typhon, shape-shifting alien entities that turn ordinary objects into deadly threats, heightening tension and paranoia. Blending first-person shooter mechanics with immersive sim elements, Prey encourages multiple playstyles, whether through stealth, hacking, combat, or alien powers acquired via neuromods. With its richly detailed environments, layered mystery, and themes exploring identity, consciousness, and control, the game delivers a thought-provoking experience. Despite critical praise and strong design,
Good morning, Morgan. You're not going to like what I have to say next.
Remember Me.
Why did our enemies erase my memory?
You were a revolutionary fighter, a memory hunter.
Remember Me is a stylish action game set in the futuristic city of Neo-Paris, 2084, where memories are no longer private. They can be digitized, bought, and manipulated. You play as Nilin, a fierce memory hunter stripped of her own identity, fighting to uncover her past and dismantle the corrupt Memorize Corporation. With its signature memory remix mechanic, fluid platforming, and a customizable combo combat system, the game offers both cerebral puzzles and high-impact action. Its sleek cyberpunk world, emotional narrative, and haunting soundtrack create an unforgettable experience. Though underappreciated at launch, Remember Me remains a hidden gem for fans of sci-fi stories with a human core.
This is for everything you did to me! Nothing will stop me from accomplishing this.
Returnal.
Always the same, yet always changing.
Returnal is a third-person roguelike shooter set on the hostile alien planet Atropos, where players become Celine, a determined space pilot trapped in an endless, haunting time loop. Each death reshapes the planet with new enemy patterns, changing biomes, and unpredictable threats, forcing players to adapt constantly. The game fuses bullet hell combat, psychological horror, and deep sci-fi exploration, blending intense action with a fragmented, mysterious narrative. With eerie environments, cryptic logs, and a sense of mounting dread, Returnal crafts a world that feels both beautiful and oppressive. Though praised for its originality and tight gameplay, its brutal difficulty led many to overlook it. Yet for those who persist, it offers an unforgettable, mind-bending experience.
The longer I spend here, the more I can feel my sanity slip away.
Days Gone.
Without Sarah, I knew that we were leaving everything behind.
Days Gone is an open-world action game set in post-apocalyptic Oregon, 2 years after a global outbreak turns people into zombie-like freakers. You play as Deacon St. John, a former outlaw-turned-drifter, navigating a dangerous, broken world on his motorcycle. The game blends survival elements, third-person combat, and emotional storytelling, as Deacon searches for answers and clings to hope. With dynamic weather, a day-night cycle, and unpredictable enemy behavior, the world feels tense and alive. Though it got mixed reviews at launch, Days Gone found a loyal fan base for its gritty atmosphere, horde battles, and heartfelt moments.
You gotta ask yourself, what does it matter if everyone else is dead?
Vanquish.
You did get some training in this thing, right? You know what must be done.
Vanquish is a fast-paced third-person shooter set in a near future where Earth's resource crisis sparks all-out war. You play as Sam Gideon, a DARPA agent in the Augmented Reaction Suit, ARS, a high-tech exoskeleton that enhances speed, agility, and reflexes. The game's sliding boost mechanic lets you zip across battlefields, dodge bullets, and deliver powerful attacks in slow motion. Blending bullet hell action, cinematic flair, and tight combat, Vanquish delivers stylish, high-energy gameplay. Though overlooked at release, it's now a cult favorite among fans of sleek, futuristic shooters.
We will speak again after your unconditional surrender.
We will be victorious!
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
So we got fined. We appear to be 6,963 units short. I know, we clearly
Need a plan.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is a third-person action-adventure where you play as Star-Lord, leading a team of misfits, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, and Groot, on a chaotic journey across the galaxy. With fast-paced combat, sharp dialogue, and emotional depth, players issue commands during battle while blasting enemies with element blasters. Choices shape relationships and missions, adding weight to the story. Its 80s-inspired soundtrack and cinematic style enhance themes of loss, loyalty, and redemption. Though overlooked at launch, it's now praised as a bold, character-driven Marvel experience.
We're all professionals here, right? Maybe we can work something out.
Get him! You had one job, Quill.
I did exactly what?
Sunset Overdrive.
Together we'll take Bisco down. Or we won't, but we'll get some wicked respawn animations.
Sunset Overdrive is a fast-paced third-person shooter set in the vibrant chaos of Sunset City, where a tainted energy drink mutates people into freakish OD monsters. You play as a wisecracking survivor wielding an absurd arsenal, like teddy bear explosives and record launchers, fighting to escape. The game thrives on momentum-based traversal, letting you grind, bounce, and wall run while battling in style. With neon visuals, wild humor, and a punk rock vibe, Sunset Overdrive turns apocalypse into pure fun. Though overlooked at first, it's now a cult favorite for fans of fast and flashy chaos.
I sense some epic missions in my future.
To battle!
Sleeping Dogs.
You must be a very dangerous man, Wei Shen.
Sleeping Dogs is an open-world action game set in Hong Kong, where you play as Wei Shen, an undercover cop infiltrating the Sun On Yi triad. The game blends martial arts combat, gunfights, and car chases with a gritty crime story. You explore markets, alleys, and skyscrapers while balancing loyalty between cops and criminals. With its smooth combat, cinematic missions, and rich setting, Sleeping Dogs stands out. Though overlooked, it became a cult favorite for fans of undercover thrillers and urban chaos.
You know what happens to rats, Wei? You come in out of nowhere and suddenly our guys start to get arrested?
Spec Ops: The Line.
You didn't actually think we'd just let you walk in here, did you?
The Line is a third-person shooter set in storm-ravaged Dubai, where you play as Captain Martin Walker, leading a recon mission that spirals into chaos. What starts as a rescue turns into a descent into violence and psychological collapse. Blending cover-based combat, squad tactics, and moral choices, the game forces tough decisions with lasting impact. Inspired by Heart of Darkness, it critiques the glamorization of war, delivering a haunting, emotional experience. Though it didn't sell well, it's now praised for its powerful narrative and psychological depth.
There is a line men like us have to cross.
Quantum Break.
When Paul came back, he took away the only person who could stop the end of time. My brother, Will.
Quantum Break is a third-person action game where you play as Jack Joyce, who gains time powers after a failed experiment. As time collapses, Jack battles Monarch Solutions and his former friend Paul Serene. The game mixes cover-based shooting, time manipulation, and platforming, with choices that affect a live-action narrative. With slick visuals and strong performances, Quantum Break stands out for its bold blend of gameplay and storytelling. Though divisive at launch, it's now appreciated for its ambition and depth.
Let go of me!
I'm not gonna hurt you, but I can't let you go!
Zero state.
Doctor, you're the only one who can fix this.
Mad Max.
I never asked you your name.
Max. My name is Max.
Mad Max is a gritty open-world action game set in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. You play as Max Rockatansky, a lone warrior battling raiders and building the magnum opus, his ultimate war machine. The game features vehicular combat, melee brawls, and scavenging across a vast desert. With dynamic car upgrades, explosive chases, and a bleak atmosphere, Mad Max captures the chaos of its film roots. Though it launched quietly, it's now a cult favorite for fans of high-octane, sandblasted action. Not every masterpiece makes headlines. Some games whisper their brilliance through dust storms, broken timelines, and forgotten cities. These weren't just games. They were bold statements, emotional journeys, and creative risks that defied the norm. If you've experienced them, you know their impact. And if you haven't, now's your chance. Because in the shadows of the spotlight lies something unforgettable, stories worth rediscovering. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos.